The NFL, they've announced who is going to be on Hard Knocks, and they have picked the New York Jets.
Wow.
And I am jealous. I
Hey,
want,
but
I want the Dolphins on Hard Knocks. I don't want the Jets to be on Hard Knocks. I'm jealous.
Are you serious? Do you
God.
dude, like sometimes I wonder,
What?
do you care about winning? Or
I care
do
about
you just
winning, but
care
I care about entertainment. I care about entertainment, and I wish the Dolphins were on Hard Knocks. I'm jealous. I'm jealous the Jets get to be on Hard Knocks this year.
You know nobody wants to be on Hard Knocks, right?
Yeah, but it's a weird thing. It's just a loser, like, football thing. We think it's a distraction. It's not a distraction. The Lions were on Hard Knocks last year.
Really? It's not a distraction?
It's not.
Says who?
Dan-
You?
Yeah. If you make it a distraction, if you let it be a distraction, that's on you. But it's not a distraction. Not a distraction.
Really?
In today's day and age, with all this coverage everywhere, anytime, anybody can really have their own version of Hard Knocks causing a distraction. So I'd like to get the insight on my team. I'd love to see what Tua, have a Tyreek and Waddle episode, have a Jalen Ramsey episode.
Go to practice.
Mm-hmm. I will go to some practices. Can't go as many as last year because obviously we have a different time. But you know, I'd like to see the inner workings. But I can't. I gotta watch. I gotta watch Ayahuasca Boy.
What you are is a disruption to success.
That's not true. That's not true, dude. Don't say that.
You don't care about your team winning. You just want them in the spotlight.
Wow, I do want them in the spotlight. I like spotlight.
So here, if they start off 10-0, what did better for them? The 10-0 or the fact they were on Hard Knocks?
Wow, what a tremendous argument, Leroy. Does the Dolphins starting off undefeated, what's better for them, that or Hard Knocks? Why can't they do both? That's what I would say. You know what you're doing? You're saying that just because they be on Hard Knocks, they couldn't be 10-0. And I would say
I'm just saying I would rather not have anything get in the way of the task at hand.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Will there be a person alive right now that will determine the AFC East was the Jets are on Hard Knocks and the Dolphins weren't? Do you as a player and a person who thinks that all this narrative stuff doesn't mean anything, you're telling me now you think that's the difference on who wins the division?
I'm saying that if I'm preparing for a season and I have all this pressure on me to succeed, which you have put on them also, then I would rather have as little outside noise as possible. So I can concentrate on doing what I need to do.
Mike McDaniel is a showman. Trust me when I tell you he could handle Hard Knocks better than anybody.
It's not whether you can. It's why even try if you don't have to. That's not football.
I would have volunteered for it.
That's not camp. That's not preparing for the season. That's guys trying to put on a show for a weekly show instead of necessarily preparing for what you got going on to get ready for the season.
The Lions,
and I'm not listen, and I'm not, to your point, I'm not saying it does or doesn't help or hurt, but I'm saying that without it, I know it's not going to be a issue.
I just couldn't imagine being a Jets fan today and being upset my team was on Hard Knocks. I'd be pumped up to get extra coverage of my team. Like if you were be honest, if you were a Dolphins fan, okay, let's say that they were up for Hard Knocks and they got selected, you wouldn't be hyped today?
No.
I would be excited.
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
Because
you wouldn't like watching that?
Here, answer this question for me, and I'll agree with you. What does Hard Knocks have to do with winning?
Nothing. That's my point.
Okay, that's my point.
No, but your point. See, here's the thing. You think what you're saying is it has nothing to do with winning means it's a negative. I'm saying exactly, it's not a negative. So what's the difference?
But it could be. So why risk it?
No.
You're saying nah.
No.
Now, what was the most successful team on Hard Knocks?
Last year, the Lions were good.
They go to playoffs?
No, but they were very respectable.
When was the last time a Hard Knocks team went to playoffs?
Hold on.
When was it? No.
I think the year before. I think the Bengals did.
The Bengals were good.
Yeah. But be real about it. The Lions being respectable is like making the playoffs.
It's not. No, there's
It
nothing
is.
like.
The
There's
Lions?
no, listen,
For the
there's nothing.
Lions?
Dude, there's nothing like making the playoffs. You
No,
either make the
dude.
playoffs or you
If you're
don't.
the Lions,
What are you
and
trying to do? You're trying to do soft toss right now,
No.
and you're trying to smooth over the nonsense you've been spewing.
The Lions should have hung a banner for being respectable last year. That should go down in Dolphins in
Now
Lions
going
lore.
up in the Raptors, a respectable banner.
Yeah,
We didn't get it. We weren't 1-15 or 0-16.
It should. Nobody's a little sneaky afraid of the Lions this year?
No. Wait. You do realize the Browns went 2 seasons at 1-31?
Yeah. Well, the Browns had a bad. See, here's the thing. I think maybe you're looking at the Browns. The Browns had a disastrous Hard Knocks. Baker Mayfield, Hugh Jackson getting undermined.
I don't want to risk it.
But they were a circus. I think the Dolphins tight ship.
You're making a lot of assumptions to make this work, and I'm like, why risk it? That's all I'm saying.
I just want a Tyreek Hill episode.
So go to practice.
Remember the ping pong table saga? That would have been much better.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh, we would have been able to see it.
Yeah.
Marcos.
I'm sorry.
Stop it. Why do you do this? You're like his own little personal DJ Khaled.
He doesn't. He can have his own thoughts. You don't have to.
My own thoughts.
Just because he doesn't agree with you doesn't mean he always agrees with me.
It'd be fun.
You're not serious right now, are you? You are not serious.
You're being a bully.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're bullying
Marcos.
Me.
-1 for both of y'all lying because you always agree with Tobin. You
-1.
never said, yeah. But stop it. Stop it.
Do you think there's going to be an Aaron Rodgers episode? And is that going to be the weirdest episode in Hard Knocks history? Because you know he's going to be like with a shaman.
It's going to be so annoying.
I just picture him sitting at midfield with his legs crossed, going, and somebody walks, and another player walks by and goes, idiot.
I already don't want the Jets to be successful. Even more, I want them to be bad this year.
Stunt Steve says, weren't the Rams on Hard Knocks the year they won? I don't remember. Was that the dumb year where they did both teams?
No, they didn't win. Here's why. Because wasn't the year they were on it was we're not going to go 7-9. That was the year.
Well, they were on it multiple times recently. They were that season, and then I think there was a season where they did both LA teams, which I didn't watch that season because, pick a team. Not watching 2 teams about Hard Knocks.
I'm just saying, with all the pressure on this organization, this coaching staff, and these players, with all the things that the owner has put together and gave them the resources to go out and win, I don't want anything to get in the way of that.
Menu 631 does make a good point when he says Tua is about that business. He avoids the cameras. Tua would hate Hard Knocks.
Yeah. So let's take it one step further. You want Tua to have a good year?
I do.
Why would you want him to be in a situation where he's uncomfortable for a whole camp?
I don't know if he'd be uncomfortable. I just I feel like
you see, but what my point is, why risk it? Why risk it?
It's some entertainment, baby.
No, for your entertainment. You know what entertains me? Winning.
Yeah, but you can't win camp. You always tell me that.
Yeah, I feel like
I didn't.
All of these things, what you talk
I
about.
didn't say you can't win camp.
I think you've said that.
I never said that. Wait a minute. Wait, Marcos. We're gonna take a timeout right here while I explain this fraud. Okay? Because how many times a day does he say to me, you know what? You always do this. Try to put words in my mouth to make your story right. And this guy just did the same damn thing.
You don't say
let's
that?
Let's point this out. Let's point this out so the next time when old Tomes gets all offended and says that I put words in his mouth, even though most times we have audio evidence, right? Like, no, you're doing the same thing.
Nah, I feel like you've said that before. That's
no, I haven't said that. That doesn't even sound like me.
Do you think Baldy said that you can't win camp?
Baldy said it.
Because I feel like Baldy would say you could win camp.
I feel a little bit differently if Baldy said it.
Yeah.
See, and that should go to move. That's your go-to move. And see, Marcos, for you saying I never agree, I don't always agree with him. You're a liar. What are you guys doing to me?
Take a quick break. Back after this.